And good morning all, thank you. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Now you're probably thinking, at the end of the last recording, we were amongst the sylphs, and our quest right up here is Believe in Yourself. Well, it's because I've just been looking under this thing, and I see here, Brother from Another Mother, which is a level 30 pugilist quest. I wonder what this could mean.
Tell me, do you know the work of Professor Eric? He's a scholar of the Earthly military history, whose genius is second to none, and he's amongst our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haughty, but never mind all that. That man spends more on a moon's research than most people will ever see in a lifetime, hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying lands plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep man away, and less intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever his reasons, should the professor meet an untimely fate, he will be unable to collect the gil he has borrowed, much less the interest. Oh, and it will be a terrible loss to the academic community, and so on and so forth. Yes. The point is that the man must needs be guarded. To that end, I sent a monk of Alamigo to go see his safety, but it turns out the bloody oaf has no work ethic about him. Just like an Alamican. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels endangered, and so has demanded we assign him a new bodyguard. That's why I'm so glad to see you, Juliana. The professor is awaiting his new escort as we speak, and I'd like for it to be you. You are yet a mere pugilist. Perhaps this task will prove some insight into what is the monkhood does around here. Make for the Goldsmiths Guild, there, and seek out good Professor Eric. The professor claims he will pay his debt, and the fees for his protection once his research is complete. See to it our investment doesn't end up under the paw, or in the maw of some nasty beast.
Okay, so we have the quest for Brother from Another Mother signed up to. So with that in mind, let's keep going. I was just checking my audio then, sorry people. I was getting a weird echo and I wanted to make sure it wasn't due to the gear I had. Right, so I need to go back to the main central aetheryte crystal so we can take advantage of the inside teleportation, because why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we make our journey easy? Why should we go the long way round? And then the Goldsmiths Guild. Up onto the steps of Thal. And our quest should be in here. So there's quite a verbose character, is he? Ah, there he is. That must be Mr. Eric there. Ah, my punch-prone maidservant, I presume. You may and shall call me Eric. You are to guard my life, even at the cost of your own, and aid in my revolutionary research whenever and however asked. Know that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through the ethereal analysis of ancient battlegrounds. I assume the words conjure in your simple mind romantic images of vast plains and open valleys, with armies charging blindly at one another. False. I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they made camp and marched. No doubt you think such lands to be those sung of in the songs of bards. False. They are here, beneath our very feet, and to find them and determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. No doubt you jumped at the chance to aid in my work. Tell me, which of my treatises have you read? All of the... None? Gods, I knew you adventurers had a reputation for being unlettered. I didn't know you actually made efforts to be made so. It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence. Unlike that Vidigal buffoon, The man proved to be a sloth itself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool's too busy opening his chakra or whatever it is those barbarians do all day. I admit he seemed keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone off to 12 nowhere and has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Good. You show that much promise at least. But let us speak more of my work. Our first destination is the Sild excavation in central Fanalan. I believe events of great importance in the history of Sildi transpired there. Surely if you have ears, you have heard of Sildi, or are you deaf as well as dull? Oh, very well, I will see you require some instruction. It would be remiss of me as an academic to allow you to wallow in such ignorance. Sildi was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lalawifu's demise, or the King of Springs as he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, fomented unrest amongst the peoples, resulting in violent outbreaks throughout the kingdom. Sildi was certain at the time that a distant descendant. The attack was ordered. And so, irony of ironies, had it been for that horse. Fascinating, is it not? It is enough to convince one things could not have happened any other way, no? False! One among my colleagues disagreed with this interpretation of events. He claimed to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all trace of it disappeared before it was published. Mine own research shall unearth such evidence that should it truly exist, I shall know the truth. Granted, you are not the brightest coal in the brazier, but surely you such a prospect entices even you. And so we make for Sildi excavation site in central Fanalan, travel the way before me to see that it is safe, and once there, set up this aetherometer. And should you ever care to know more of the Orzia military history, do come and see me. It's a personal crusade of mine to guide the dullards of this realm towards some modicum of enlightenment. And I now realise that from all of that, I'm pretty sure that I made him sound a bit like the former British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. Did he have a habit of incompetence? Yes. Yes, he did. Absolutely he did. I didn't even get to the word babble, because he was just incompetent. Right, so with that in mind, we need to go all the way down here and access the next area. Now, I'll do a tiny little bit of disclosure here. I was randomly scrolling through Reddit, and I got recommended the subreddit for Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not actually active posting there much at all, because ultimately I'm a demo player and I'm relatively new to the game. But they do, to their credit, really give some good threads. As someone posted one saying, "Can everyone please make sure you complete your job quests? It's free experience." And then as part of this, someone mentioned an item, which I didn't recall receiving. And I said, well, I'm currently level 40 odd, and I've currently done this, this, and this, and I don't have what you're talking of, so is there any way I can get it? And basically, people had pointed me a few pointers, and it would appear that the game has a ability to not really tell you that you can upgrade your class, and you need to do certain quests to do it. And I believe this is one of them. So with that in mind, let's see what happens now. Yep, due to calls, we were synced to level 34, that's fine. Well done. Now we need only wait for the thermometer to gauge the... Oh? There are fiends about Juliana. They are often drawn to the lingering sense of blood and death. Well, this is what you're here for. Have at it. I've had to kill all these imps. Wow, okay, fair enough. Yeah. He literally asked for someone to send round an East End folk here, didn't he? And he got one. Anymore? I don't think so. Ah, hello. Ah, this one's a bit more powerful. Okay, that's okay. I'm alright with that. That's fine. Oh. Well, that fight didn't even finish. So, what? Is this where I get blown up? No! Nice flying kick there, sir. Oh, wow. We have been chosen. Well, Garrett, so good of you to drag yourself all this way. You purblind sluggard. Ah, and Juliana, you have far exceeded what admittedly low expectations I had of you. I suppose instructions are in order. Far be it from me to deny the realms unrut the comfort of one another's company. Winnegalt, Juliana. Juliana, Winnegalt. The monk I spoke of sent to me by Gargaruna. I tried to make a pupil of Winnegalt as well, but he has little mind for history. His primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenacious hold on him. Oh, truly? This is the area where there have been sightings of walking dead? I've heard the tales. Some claim they have seen an apparition wearing the garb of a national commander. Careful. There are still dangers about. His work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. Discovery awakens him. You too have awoken, friend. Can you not feel it? Do not be frightened. Here was a battle. Long ago, much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Your chakra has been opened. This was the light that shone from you. It's as Eric said. Winnegalt is the name. I am a brother of the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Ralg. Our way is to train the body and mind. The fist is our weapon. With it, we put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened, and the life force within controlled. Chakra exists in all that lives, in all beings. Yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed, and great discipline. With these, the life force can be commanded. There are those who require no training. Their inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I have heard of this opening, but never have I seen it until now. I see in you great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path, and so I will give you this, a soul crystal, the mark of my order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then would the orders leave. But your chakra is awakened, that is clear, and so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you. It remembers them, their breath and their movement. They one day will be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memories enter you. This is no more than the beginning. Now you must train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war was waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. The aether reaches for the chakra. It aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric seeks these lands for reasons of his own. The fates favor you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow ever more. Professor Eric is leaving. Fear not. I will see to his safety. Please, sister, the aetherometer. Gather it and bring it to the Goldsmiths Guild. So we just got ourselves a soul crystal, which I believe is a very useful item. And your level is no longer synced. So let's quickly go to the aetherometer. Yeah, it is now secured. So what we now need to do is head back. To Central Uldar. So let's cast the spell that's going to transport us straight back there. And then we can very quickly select the Aetheryte Crystal to go to the Goldsmiths Guild. Yes, brother from another mother. Very common phrase that people have. Yeah, they're my brother from another mother. And there's the Goldsmiths Guild. And we should be able to hand this item over. And with it, hopefully, complete the quest. And there he is. Well, look who decided to grace us with her presence. Did you enjoy the saunter back? I was just about to begin my analysis, so if you've matters you wish to speak on, I'd ask that you serve it for... yeah, whatever. You brought the aetherometer! Excellent! I had a feeling you might not be entirely useless. Now, let's see what discoveries await. Winnegeld passed along a soul crystal to you. Moved to join the monkhood by the bone-headed clot, were you? Oh. Well, I suppose it's for the best that my pupils get along. But I do believe I will see to it you are sent to separate locations for the next round of measurements. And I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You had best tread the monk's path quickly if you want to attend yourself, and me besides. Rockbreaker and Soul of the Monk. So Armory is now unlocked, according to this. And Monk unlocked. Guided by the souls of monks past, so you unlocked a new job. You can change the job at any time by equipping the soul crystal received from this quest. When changing your jobs, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may use them to switch between jobs instantly without having to on your equipment. A button for gear settings interface in the character window. The next monk quest will be available from Eric upon reaching level 35, which I am at. So, basically, obtain a soul crystal, it's required to change class. Each armory, which can be equipped via the armory chest. While using a job, you have limited access from your other classes. You will, however, have access to new job-specific actions. And then job levels coincide with the base class. When a job level rises, so too does the level of the base class, and vice versa. Jobs that do not have a base class, however, will start from the level required to unlock them, and their level can be raised independently of class and jobs. So, it's in the armory inventory, apparently, in which case... there it is. So by changing the actions, you may carry over hotbar and crossbar settings from Pugilist. As the actions may also be used in playing them, these allow you to play in a similar fashion. But with little or no experience, so should you have time to reconsider, no, let's go. So for now, I've got a character. There we are. We are now monk. We are no longer a pugilist. We have upgraded. We are a new class. Juliana Van Thorn has now become a monk. How cool is that? Quickly go to character as well. We can go to gear here. And you can see we've already got it all equipped as it is already. And with recommended gear, we're currently recommended with the recommended gear for a monk. So therefore, we are ready to go. Let's see what the monk quest is then for Eric. A lot of experience and thunderclap, which is a new move. Excellent, okay. Ah, just a people I was hoping to see. I was a hair's breadth from setting out on my own. So look at you. Yes, I dare say you to be growing in brawn and expense of the brain. Right, well, let us measure some aether, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Though, contrary to his nature, he's already set over the destination I assigned him. Thinking perhaps that you are far too stupid to take, much less understand, aetheric readings? It's true, you are stupid. But the aetherometer shall do all the work for you and transmit the data back to me. As souls more suited to action, the monk simpleton and yourself need only carry the device on your person, instead about beating on things as you always do. It shall capture data as you trudge about hither and yon. Aether is not only the source of all magics, but also the fount of all life. Yet despite its ubiquity, it remains imperceptible. When a living thing dies, the aether comprising its life is released. When this discharge takes place, a portion of that aether remains lingering in the physical world. No doubt you have, a fairy crystallization, the physical manifestation, apparitions of the deceased, luminescent glow, known as the ethereal threshold. In short, the more violent and dramatic loss of life, the greater the amount of aether left behind, either in its imperceptible form or in crystallizations. And where are the most lives lost in this manner? The cemeteries? No! False, you idiot! Battlefields! Do you not see? With aetheric readings at those locations, we can discern the scale of more of the battles that took place there. As for those full beliefs the monkhood keeps, chakras, spiritual energies and whatnot, if I were to allow myself that they truly exist, I would be inclined to say they are one and the same as aether itself. The aether churning around these ancient battle sites comes from naturally settling the surrounding life, both plant and animal, though more so in the latter. It accumulates with them. Felling these beasts then releases that aether, causing a surge that resonates with the aether within you, causing it to expand this so-called opening at the chakra. By this, the very power of life itself within you grows. A watered-down explanation, but adequate for one of your mental prowess, I believe. Mine own wife never had the patience for such things either, nor my passion. She cursed me in my work, took our children, and returned to our amigo. Oh, but now is not the time for that tale. The area I am placing you in your charge is Bloodshore in eastern Lanoskia. Place its aetherometer in an appropriate location, and after a spell, retrieve it and bring it to me. I obtain the data I acquire, and you, the monk simpleton, are afforded a chance to indulge your, how shall I put it, charming little backward fantasies. All are happy. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledge of understanding of Bloodshore's history, but I fear we lack the time for me to educate you. I need hardly tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. This guy's an absolute buffoon. So, Rock Breaker does the attack positive to all nearby enemies, can only be used in Cobble form. Yeah, because that's 150 instead of the one I had. Then Thunderclap is the next one I get. Okay. Mantra I've already got equipped. I mean, I can if I want move... Oh, no, don't do that. I can't drop it in there, I might as well. No reason not to. Okay. Right, so insured intelligence is... Oh, insulted intelligence even. Alright, so Costador Sol is unattuned. So I can't go there. Wineport is unattuned. Oh. Damn it. Let's try that again, shall we? Apologies, people. I do have the Morabee dry docks, which can allow me to go back and go up on foot. And we'll do it that way. Okay, we'll go here. So yes, we've actually upgraded. We managed to go to a new class. We were very over-leveled. We were a pugilist rather than a monk. But we've now got access to higher paying experience quests. And we crucially also have the ability to be able to equip new gear. I'm hoping I can get up the stairs here, and it looks like I can. Let's get our sprint on. And we'll head up the hills, because we're aiming to get onto the map this way. We might be able to get some more ability. Oh. Yep, the chakra gauge engaged to move like that. By using certain weapon skills allows opening for the execution steel peak and howling fist, which we don't yet have. That's okay, so let's keep going. Because we need to get out to where Costador Sol is. Of course, Costador Sol is dear to me because Final Fantasy VII, so I'll be interested to see if it's like that. Or if it's a different take on the design. Let's sprint again. Because we have to cover all this landmass here. And then we're looking to get up on this aisle on the right-hand side. So for now, we're just going to be enjoying a nice long run because there's not much else we can really do out here. Oh, what's that big enemy? I ran into a tomberry at one point, and I almost got into a fight with it, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want any part of you. I think I might be getting followed by other enemies. Yes, I am. I'm being followed. Okay, fine. Right, there we go. They've now abandoned that fight, which is probably for the best for them. And we will speed up again. So this is where the game gets its content. You're having to map the areas and constantly get the ability to warp. I've obviously not even been to Costa del Sol because there's no... I'm not attuned to the Aetheryte crystal there, which tells me I've not yet done what I need to. A wild dodo. We're in a world where the dead have risen again because there's no such thing as dodos here in the world anymore. They've been extinct for years. Right, I assume we're going up in this direction here, over to the right-hand side. Oh, it's a level 17. Let's punch him. At least I would do if they'd let me. Right, so Rock Breaker is like a group DPS move. Could come in handy. Much like with the move I got, Demolish, which is a very useful fist combo. And we'll sprint again. Up here by these wonderful, fantastical windmills, generating a lot of natural power. I don't think they're turbine generators, but it's still cool that we're embracing alternative technology here. Yeah, all is good. And yes, there are quests in the area. I see them. At some point, I will do a massive, massive mop-up of small-time quests. But for now, we're in the position to get on with the main quests. The main game quest we were doing... Yeah, we just got another 11,000 points for experience and for mapping the realm. It said that was a pugilist, oddly enough, but I'm not a pugilist. So, does that not count? No, it counted towards my experience point for monk, so that's okay. Yep, insulted intelligence is on the other side of the coast. But let's go to Costa del Sol first and attune to the map. Because that way we've got a water point. Yep, there's the crystal over there. So we'll follow the path around. And here we are on Costa del Sol. Very cool looking place, actually. Always attune to the Aetheryte, because that way it gives you the ability to morph around the map. Now, is he down in the town, or is he on the outskirts of the town? I'm not sure. This looks like the end of the line to me, and I'm not seeing anyone around. So unless he's up on the stilts up there, possibly, either or he's going to be outside the town. Let's get looking. She's like, get out of my tent. Right, it must be outside of town. Okay. Let's go back that way then. And as you can see, there's more quests available, so there's lots of quests we can get. If you like doing your quests as an MMO, this game comes highly recommended. It's like, you get a quest, and you get a quest, and you get a quest. I think we gotta get back to the fort up the top here. Unless... if there's beaches and that in the area here. Right, the question is, can we run across the sea? Because he's clearly not here. The site where I need to set this aetheryte is clearly not there. I think it's time to trust in the land borders. They're level 31. Let's find out how strong they are. They're not without their challenge, but I wouldn't say they're strong. Didn't get any experience for that, so it was useful for like maybe farming materials, but otherwise not of much value. Right, let's go exploring down here then. Yeah, it must be the island here, because there's shallows that I can run to. There it is. So no doubt we're going to get surrounded and attacked in a second, people. So I'm going to quickly wait another 12 seconds, just so I've got access to Bloodbath, because it's useful for getting our health back. As I thought, here we go. There we go. Any more? The ancient energy of the battleground opens a chakra within me. Excellent. And we defeated the jellyfish umbrella. Excellent. So now what we have to do... Yep, as I thought. So let's use the return spell to go straight back to the steps of Nard. And then from there, we can go to the Goldsmiths Guild and report. We also got jellyfish umbrellas. I mean, they work underwater. It might protect the rain. I don't know. So the sylphs are going to be waiting because I am busy being a monk. Everybody, thermometer. It seems the device suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs at once. That is, after all, why I put up here at the Goldsmiths Guild. My thermometer is no ordinary device. I came up with the elaborate design myself, had the finest engineers at Garland Ironworks draft the schematics, and then commissioned the most talented goldsmiths to fabricate it. Will the Geld delivered the final results of his mountain not long ago. I must insist that you take a leave with me now. There is a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I feel that simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Repairing the aetherometer and determining which locations to next investigate will require some time. Why don't you go and train those muscles of yours, or whatever it is you do in my absence? Yay! Open the chakra, we've now got Thunderclap, which is a new move. So if we quickly go to... actions and traits, you can see we've now got access to Thunderclap, which is a rush to enemies, party, or enemies or parties members' location. So it's not... it's more like a traveling move. That's pretty useful. And it's already been equipped as well. It's right down there. That's useful to know. Okay. And we've got another quest for him, so let's see what we've got to say. Slave to the Aether. Ah, dear Juliana, so good of you to trouble yourself to come. Normally I might be cross, but my spirits are far too high just now. And it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It's simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. I wish I had 100 more assistants just like you. I have been in this field for a very long time, and I have been alone ever since that unfortunate mold tea fungus culture incident sparked my passion for research. I regret nothing, Juliana, save perhaps having to share so wondrous a world with souls unlearned as yourself. Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction has guided you to such success. There, how was that? Shall we dispense of any further pleasantries? Very good then. I made yet another career-defining discovery while pondering which battleground to measure next. Eorzea is home to numerous locations where the ether is in intensely chaotic state, yet which could never play host to any war. My hypothesis was that such flux in the aether was indicative of a past battle, and all my research was predicated upon this. But turn on the theory on its head, Juliana, if your mind is able. What if the people of the past chose areas of roiling aether to hold their battles? I have already sent the simpleton monks to take measurements at the fine sand banks, and you are doubtless unaware this lies on the border between Alamigo and Gridania, and was the stage of the Autumn War. I asked that you find our monk friend and collect his aetherometer. Manual and tedious, yes, but he has an early maker of device that is unable to transmit data. I gather that Numskull is in Little Almigo in southern Fanaland by this time. You think I asked most of you? False. I asked more. Your Earth asked you to travel to Snake Mold in the South Shroud, and there I take measurements for your own aetherometer. I'll continue my research here in your absence, mind you. If you care to know aught and all the Autumn War and the fine sand banks upon which it was fought, I will gladly enlighten you. You only need ask. Yeah, I'd rather shove a rusty machete in the back of my spine than listen to that. So let's quickly transmute ourselves over to Little Almigo And we'll go from there. And he's going to be out on the sands. Yes, round the bend. Get out of here. Darken my doorstep no more. Oh. There's a fate here, but there's only 2 minutes not left. Let's try and help while we still can. Surprised you didn't see me waiting there, did you? True DPS mode here. And just to make sure that I don't get hit by 1,000 needles, which could easily have gone wrong for me. And there he is. It's like because my level was synced at a lower one, my HP would disappear, which is annoying. You've come far. It's good to see you, sister. You come for my aetherometer. It is not ready to give. My work is not finished. I came as soon as I was told, but the readings require more time. Do not worry, they'll be ready soon. You make a snake molt in the South Shroud. Eric believes the Aether is strong there, yet that land hosted no great battles. He told me as much this morn. Leave me to my task here. Make for snake molt. Take your readings. My work will soon be done. I will bring the device to you. I have troubled you to come here. I will not trouble you to wait. Go. We will meet again at snake molt, sister. Okay. Fine. Let's crack on. That one's unattuned. Unattuned. Branch Meadows is attuned, so we'll go there. I can swing by that one on the way, attune myself to that aetheryte, and then go to the site in question. Let's keep going. Yes, my way of playing the game's probably not been the most efficient. I've probably had the opportunity to use the soul crystal for ages. The problem is, the game didn't really make it obvious. This is where I think, realistically, if they wanted you to upgrade your job class, the main quest should have locked you out until you were upgraded. It seems strange that you can, like, stay at your beginner class. I mean, I've heard stories of people who are like, level 80 and haven't upgraded their class because the game just never told them. And if that's the case, that's absolutely mental. But again, I admire the fact that the game is letting me upgrade my class. That's the kind of thing I'd expect an MMO to lock behind the subscription. If you want to be able to improve your character, get better gear, have access to higher level moves, increase your natural attributes and so forth, you need to subscribe. The fact that FF14's demo, let's say that again, demo. This is part 20 of the series, and I haven't paid a dime for the game. The only thing I've paid is my own internet connection, which I was already paying. So I'm literally playing this at the moment for free. And I've played this long, not including anything I've done offline either. How many games do you know of that have had a demo this long? It's insane. The only reason I ever really tried this game was because I'd heard that you could play a lot of it for nothing, and it was a way to... it was seemed slightly less toxic than some other MMOs. Now again, a lot of that might be the last time I played an MMO was decades ago, and anyone who was on the internet at that time will tell you it was a very, very toxic place. If there was a way to belittle, cajole, vilify and bully people, they sort it out. Things have evolved slightly more. I use the word slightly because there's still a lot wrong with the internet. There is a hell of a lot wrong with the internet, but it's better than it was. Until, of course, all the governments start censoring it. A scarred antelope. Well, it's not attacked me, so I'm going to leave it be. It's only level 28, so I'm not going to get much experience by fighting it, if I get any at all. And it's better that I don't push my luck. Or press my luck, depending on what kind of game you're playing. So we will attune to the Aetheryte here. I'd say there is lots of quests to do. So we can have content for ages here, people. And I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. So we'll attune to Camp Tranquil's Aetheryte. And then... we're down on the grasslands, so we'll go back the way we came. Whee! You see people do that a lot, just randomly running around the map going, woo, wee. There's something about it, I don't know what it is. Oh. Never mind. We've fallen off the edge. Ah. Is that... are they Marlboros? Oh, they're mini Marlboros. Yes. Oh, now we're talking. Let's try fighting one. And down it goes. It was okay, I suppose. Nothing special. As we cross the harsh marshes. The Deep Void Death Mouse. Level 37. Now we're getting more stronger foes, and we've got this tree, which is level 38. You might have been strong, but you're not as strong as me. It did get us some experience, but only 69. Cool. So we're still not getting much experience there, and I think that might be because my level is still high compared to them. I'm a level 47 monk. The enemy's like level 38. Ah, there it is. I was like, where's the site in question? Oh. You want to go? Well, I admire your courage, my friend. Ow, I wanted to avoid that. Oh, it's too late, though. And there it goes. Okay. I have all 5 chakra open, which is kind of useful. Just letting my health slowly recuperate before we get into the fight. Okay. Ah, it's the Aetherbound Gnats. Rock Breaker has proven useful, because Rock Breaker allows us to just basically pile on the pounds and do a load of damage quickly. And there we go. Perfect. Oh, no, there's still more. Rock Breaker's proven useful because it hits all of them. And being able to hit all of them is a good thing. That stun kick is really useful. It's very, very fast. But yeah, there we go. We managed to complete that part of the chakra mission. Well done, sister. I feel your tracker. It has grown. I hoped to arrive before you, but I see I am late. This land's power has gone to you. There's nothing left for me here. It is as I told you. We monks travel where aether flows strong. There we train. The power of the land enters us. Thus our chakra expand. This bonding causes great unrest. The land's energy becomes unstable. It will enter no one until it calms. And you can see how unstable it's got. Look at all these artifact effects here, people. That's the in-game graphics, by the way. It's not your video. I feel nothing here. As you would feel nothing at Fine Sand Banks, that land bonded to my chakra, and its aether is now at unrest. The teacher's work means nothing. I took no readings. I meant to hasten here, but I was delayed. There was a gathering of the monkhood. I was summoned to Little Alamigo. The teacher's chidings? Worry not. I will use my device here. Any result will suffice. The man has already reached his conclusion. He will twist the data to fit. It is a sad existence, to sacrifice all for truth, yet be unable to truly know when one sees it. Speak not of this to him, sister. You see both our aims. You know mine to be more worthy. I tell this to you. You and you alone. I am of the Almegan resistance. I fight for freedom from Garlemald. I escaped the occupation. I have come here to fight, to gather allies and weapons. But these lands sadden me. The people have forgotten. Alamigo is a distant memory. The resistance here is small. They aid where they can, but it is not enough. This war demands great power. That power lies in the chakra. The teacher is not an evil man, but he thinks only of his work, not the suffering of innocents. His knowledge can be used for good. The battlefields, they can turn the tide. The chakra of many must be opened. If this way is lost to me, no, I will have this power. I must. An end to oppression, an end to starvation. Almigo will be made free. I will see it done. Forgive my speech. It is a matter close to my heart. I will give you my device, but I ask you say nothing of this to Eric. I beg you, sister. So we've retrieved the apherometer. So now what we need to do is go back. As a thought to Fanalan, so we will use our return spell. It takes us all the way back there. Just like that. We're done. We'll be able to cash in this quest. And we've done alright here today, people. And then over to the Goldsmith's Guild. And then finally, we talk to Eric. I trust you'll return with both of my apherometers. Please tell me you fumbling dolts haven't managed to damage either of them this time. All looks to be in order here. These readings from your device, they look promising. Very promising indeed. I dare say this data may yield yet revolutionary results. Huh? Your chakra opened a bit more, did it? Yes, well, ether is a most mysterious and wonderful thing. I am glad this meaningful research could serve your nonsensical ends as well. Now, leave me to my work. Surely you can find some simple way to pass the time. Fighting, say, or, I don't know, scratching. Yeah, so we've now got the action Howling Fist. Quite what that does, I don't know, so let's find out. So if we go up to actions and traits. That's one that opens up a chakra, so that could come in handy. Then Howling Fist. So once you've used Inspire Meditation, Howling Fist, and it delivers an attack to all of them is in a straight line before you. So it's a line attack, that could come in handy. There we go. And as you can see, looking at all these extra ones we can get, 4-point Fury, level 50 perfect balance, like Dragon Kick also becomes available as well. So there's all kinds of moves that we can get as we get higher up the levels. But some of these we can't get because level 90 is the cap, unless we find ourselves subscribing. So we shall see how that journey goes. So Juliana, has finally found a way to advance. She's no longer a pugilist. She has become a monk. And in her way, met a very bumbling buffoon who's trying to get the most out of her. Because of course he is. And that's where we're going to wrap things up for this test, but we are going to be back with more Final Fantasy XIV. Do keep in touch and watch the rest of it. So until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And mind me while I go and do something rather simpletons will enjoy.